way it works, I'm going to time you. Let's set the rules. I'm going to time you 2.5 minutes for the presentation and face the audience. And we'll have a feedback for 2 minutes in the form of I like what they did, what they said, and I wish something that you wish they had said or wish they had considered.
In response to the question, what would you do? What do you require of your directors or board members? What do you want them to do? Since the board member is the supreme governing body of the company, I would expect the board members to oversee the activities of the company. I want them to appoint the chief executive officer, and they're supposed to set out the strategic direction of the company. They are composed of influential individuals, especially in industry that related to us, which is tourism, travel, and transportation. They should be individuals who are well versed in this field of expertise. Okay, these people will give us consultations, advice to help us secure networking in the industry. Okay, while we undertake the company, they are supposed to do the auditing. They can audit the company, and they can also look into the corporate governance
15 seconds.
of companies. That's all.
Okay, very good. Thank you. One-way feedback.
I totally agree with that.
I wish I want to know the name of the member. For example.
Maybe you. Any others? I like, I wish.
I think I have the different opinions about the number of board that should be the board numbers. I think the board meeting, the process of the board thinking about critical things, it should not end with the majority vote. So probably even number is okay. Probably better when you have the equal vote against something. So maybe it means that they have to reconsider it again until they get the majority vote.
In this case, it's concerned about the two groups. So I choose at the first time we choose Satakma as a board member because he knows a lot about the business in China because we don't know a lot. And we measure by the idea that he gives us a number of idea and the flow of the process of the negotiation. Like when he suggests us to go to meet that people, it's work or not. Because when we do the business, it's kind of like very difficult to do in China. And also the flow of the process. And when we evaluate in the team, not use the outside people because we know a lot about the flow. It's easy or not easy to go into each field of the business. And the last is the revenue is the bottom line of the decision to make the performance of the board of the director.
Good. Hey, 12 seconds for me. Very good. Thank you. Feedback.
ว่าวัดเหมือนกับ workplace happiness เนี้ยค่ะก็คือถ้าเขา direct ว่า direct ให้แบบเป็น happy workplace ใช่ไหม
happy workplace ที่เหมือนว่าถ้าใน
You mentioned that it wasn't clear from the nature of the question. Okay. One more.
Okay, this is going to be in Irish. I wish you to find someone rather than Mr. Jackman who might not be able to afford time for, to devote his time to a new venture like this. Okay?
Full answer that. How will you get that person? Very good. Thank you. Thank you.
Ask for the money and give them a share, but not ask them to be the part of the board. So it depends on the negotiation, and the most important thing is I think we will choose the investor who have the same vision as our company has.
They're gonna be our good team, right?
Yeah, as we have been, and we
Get
will
along
be
with
good.
them.
You
Right.
continue.
Feedback. Yeah. Thank you.
How you is the conflict of opinion in your to respond this question. We assume that the conflict for different opinions about business, not the personal thing. So normally we can offer them or the member of the board to debate or give information as soon as possible to the member of the board. After they give all information to the board, after that we have to decide which one we're going to go with, all right? Because when we have a conflict, it means two different ideas. They fight together, they debate together, give us information and then vote. Then after the vote, we will have the majority number, so we can go on that way. And also, for the number of the board, our opinion should be odd number, like 5 people, including CEO. But normally CEO not that they normally do not vote, they just keep silent. And when we have a situation like equal to 2, the CEO should vote. That's our opinion.
Very good. Thank you.
You can see as our team is come together, you can see that
You
the
can see
guy,
the color. Very good. Thank you.
We set a big road. Yeah. I opened about almost 10 years.
What's it called?
The PAC Sport Center.
The PAC.
Yes, the PAC. That's the internet PAC.
Okay, great.
Number one KPI that I've given myself for entrepreneurial development. Okay, this is my number one KPI. Basically, to help this person see different, empower him or her to think big, and then push him or her to act small until they succeed. That's my KPI. KPI number one. I also have a KPI number 2, and that's to convince as many of you guys to do KPI number 1. All right? Now I think you'll realize if you understand what I've just said, not the language, but the meaning behind it, this is not an easy KPI. But it's a very, very important KPI. All right? I once knew a very famous entrepreneurship instructor, maybe one of the first instructors in entrepreneurship, a guy named Jeffrey Timmons. Does that name ring a bell to anyone? Jeffrey Timmons was from Babson. He's the one who really got entrepreneurship going as a separate discipline. And I went and visited him once at Babson, and he said, our goal is not to pull people along. Our goal is to go as far with anybody as they want to go on their own. And that's really the key here is, to help this person go as far as they're willing to go. And it really is a person. It's not 1 million people or 100,000 people or 20 people. It's one person at a time. All right, this isn't proud. We do these all over because I was telling some of the people yesterday, Bangkok people are too sabai. They actually don't want to especially smaller provinces and stuff. But people come from all around, and they're not just from that province. That's what I did with Hill Tribe people, teaching entrepreneurship even for Hill Tribe in Shanghai. Okay, our accelerator, stock standard accelerator, but we follow what's called the 24 steps. Anybody know edX? It's an online platform from MIT. We've actually translated their course into Thai, and you guys can have access to it, but you have to promise me you'll help improve it. Okay? Because the problem is it uses all of MIT examples, which are great for Boston, but have no use at all to us in Thailand. They're not very. So we have access to put any material up. So far, we translated all into Thai, but what we really need is to start telling stories about what's going on around Thailand. So when our students use this, they're not reading about some weird technology from Boston. They're reading about other projects here. Okay, so that's the other thing is when we asked you to collaborate, we asked you to come and work with us as well. Andy's head, by the way, the guy who wrote the book, that's his head. He was a judge last year. Okay, Randy Comisar. And he'll be back. I will introduce you to him. I think I'm going to see him next week. I'll be in San Francisco next week, and I'm invited back maybe to see us in our program in February. You're all invited to that, and you can say you got his book. Okay. So it's competition, and then it's a symposium. So I was telling this to somebody yesterday. We try not to find famous people. Okay. Now Randy's kind of famous, but in general, I try not to bring in famous people because famous people give the same speech that they give on YouTube. So just watch it on YouTube. Okay, I know you guys are fond of Jack Ma. You know, people all the time contact me and say, "Do you know Jack Ma? Can you invite Jack Ma to Thailand?" Now I'm kind of impressed that they think I know Jack Ma, but I don't know Jack Ma. But I'm going to say he's going to say the same thing. Just watch him on YouTube. Okay. These, on the other hand, are young people who are doing weird stuff, and I find them much more inspirational. So these are the kinds of people. So Alex, you guys may know, environmentalist, and Chef Mai is the guy who makes stuff out of insects. Kun Yun is, do you guys know who Kun Yun is? She was making all kinds of weird designs and putting them up on Instagram, and Louis Vuitton found her and asked her to design a whole bunch of Louis Vuitton bags. So it's a really cool story. By the way, you can watch all these videos. I'll show you. They're all online. They're translated in Thai, although she speaks Thai, so it's in Thai already. Panu is a research scientist in Boston, and we had him come back and talk about what he does, but it was also kind of cool to have a Thai researcher who's there come back here. Vakan does, you'll see him in the video in a second, he does musical instruments for people who are paralyzed. Okay, really, really cool innovation. So Vega is actually a designer. Again, you should watch her video, especially you design thinking people should watch her video because she's a designer. She is not a scientist, but she developed a sensor for that goes on yogurt to find out when the yogurt has gone bad. And she approached it from a design thinker's point of view rather than from a research point of view. It doesn't mean she didn't talk to scientists. She had to talk to scientists, but she follows a design path rather than a research path. And she'll talk about in her video. Maddie Do is the first female movie producer from Laos. So she talks about her movies. And Alicia Noel is American, but she's based in Beijing. She does blockchain for food security. So these are the kind of speakers we had last year. Again, none of them overly famous, but they really bring some interesting stuff. So I hope you guys join and hear this kind of thing. And I'll play a video so you can see a little bit about it. That's my boss.
รูปที่เราวาดไม่ใช่แค่ความสวยงามมันมีอะไรที่มันเราสามารถใส่ไปได้มากกว่านั้น
This is not a music tech project run by a company. This is a worldwide movement to express human culture.
But food safety, if we don't have food safety, we don't have food security. Do you know where your food